So, for my science fair, I decided to work with alchemy, but it pretty soon became clear that not a lot of people knew what alchemy is. It's traditionally thought of as old men obsessed with the idea of making gold. But in reality, alchemy was science before there was science. The technical term of alchemy is that it's an early form of chemical technology based on exploring the nature of substances. It is also about the theory of the cosmos and what humans' place in it is. The alchemists believed that there were 4 elements and everything in the world was made up of those, though today we know there's 118. To prove this, they would put a piece of wood in a furnace and there would slowly start to come some vapor from it, proving there was water. After a while it would catch fire, proving there was partly fire. There would come smoke from it, proving there was air, and at the end it would turn to ash, proving there was earth. Alchemists are often confused with being wizards, as there's partly a bit of mythology and religion in alchemy. Alchemy came to almost 3,000 years ago in ancient Egypt. It was founded by the pharaoh at the time, Hermes Trismegistus, in 1900 BC. It from there traveled to the Arab countries where especially in 300 AD was popularly practiced. It was then taken by the Spaniards after the Crusades and taken to Europe, where the Europeans were very taken with the idea of creating gold. Alchemy differs from modern science in that its principles are based in mythology, religion, and hermenology. Hermenology being the twin of alchemy based in herbs. An example of this is that if you take some splints of tin from tin ore and melt it down before cooling it on the exact right circumstances, there'll come a pretty little pattern on the top. To the old alchemists, this pattern looked like a star. So if the star over Bethlehem was a symbol of the special birth of Jesus, then this star on this metal must be a symbol of a special material. The idea of it being 4 elements is not as old as alchemy itself, but goes back to ancient Greek, where it's popularized by Aristotle, a very known ancient Greek scientist and philosopher. It was first in the 17th century that this idea was disproved by Robert Boyle, who is today considered the first chemist. Alkemisterne var meget hemmelighedsfulde, og derfor så skrev de alle deres informationer ned i koder, symboler, og selv hvis du så kunne finde ud af, hvad de her ting stod for, var det hele skrevet ned i metaforer. De troede, at kun bestemte mennesker fortjente al den her viden, og derfor var det ofte meget svært at finde ud af, hvad de havde tænkt sig. Billeder repræsenterede også ofte kemiske formularer, som det billede, der er her. Jeg kunne ikke helt 100% finde ud af, det var, men jeg ved, at svanen repræsenterer natron. Et eksempel på det her er en formular på aquaricia. Aquaricia består af ammoniumklorid og salpetersyre. Aquaricia kan simpelthen ætse op guld. For at vise det her, kunne en alkemist tegne en rød drage, der var i gang med at spise en hvid ørn. Den røde drage symboliserer aquaricia, mens den hvide ørn symboliserer guld. Lige her er et billede af en tysk alkemist, Henning Brandt, som i 1669 fandt et lysende element, som senere viste sig at være fosfor. Han fandt det her element ved at opvarme urin. For alkemisterne var det ikke kun symbolerne, der sig selv og symboler, men selv metaller havde også en symbol for sig selv. De troede på, at guld var repræsentationen af perfektion på alle niveauer. Det symboliserede også menneskets fortjeneste til selv at blive perfekt. Alchemists believed that platinum represents determination, grit, and seeing our true selves. It was in alchemy symbols, platinum was revered for its endurance. Now, even today, there are some people who practice alchemy, but it turns out these people are just as secretive about it as they were about 300 years ago. I went and asked 4 different people for an interview, but nobody would talk to me. So, in conclusion, the world of alchemy is a world full of secrets, mystery, and greed. For 300, if this was 300 years ago, alchemy would be what we now consider science. In 300 years alchemy has existed. It has revolutionized science, given us 2/3 of the elements, and left many penniless in an endless search for gold. Alchemy is today a significant and recognized academic subject. From doing this science fair, I have learned to always expect the unexpected, to not let it hinder me, to always accept help because I'm going to need it. I've learned how to do print painting and how to divide my time over a timeline. I'd like to thank Elzina and Ian for being as supportive as they have with this project, and I'd like to thank my parents for never giving up. I'd like to thank my friends and family for being there when I needed you.